Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to another daily dice where we ask the dice for a message and find out what that is, keeping in mind that these are general readings. So please take what resonates and leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. Also, if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you will find all the links necessary below in the description box where you can email me for a personal reading where we'll get you out further information. You can also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I do hope to see you there. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into it and find out what is today's daily dice source. What messages do you have for my fellow humans? What would you like them to know? What is today's daily dice? What do we got going on? Okay, so we got the 4th house, the moon, and Sagittarius energy. We've got 2 Cancerian energy. Oh, come back, 4th house. We've got 2 Cancerian energies here, the 4th house and the moon. So a lot of water. We got fiery energy here. So I feel like we are talking about moving away from the mother wound. Okay, moving away from roots, like family roots, right? Finding out a deeper wisdom about them. You know what they're showing me right now is like how you've been trying to gain some sense of approval from somebody in your life for a long time, right? It's like if it's your mom, okay? Hold on here. Let me see if I can change that a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so it's like your mom. If you've been trying to gain approval from your mom or somebody who is a mother-like figure in your life, right? So it could be a grandma, an auntie, or whatever. It could be a man who had a feminine zodiac, which would be earth or water. So you're trying to gain approval from them. You've been trying to gain clarity from them, like trying to have them help you out on your journey. And it feels like they've just been completely disconnected from you here emotionally and mentally. And like they just don't see you. Like nothing you do helps them to see you. They just aren't willing to open up to that. And it feels like you've been digging deep. Something just finally came to fruition here where you're just like, and it's a deep truth that hit you kind of like right in between the eyes. Like it's almost like, boom, that's the reason why they can't be like that. Like they just don't have the capacity. They don't have the ability. They don't have the heart within them to love you or to accept you that way that you're asking them to. And so it feels like through this, you've been trying to find out more about yourself through understanding, why am I with this family? Like, why did I choose to incarnate with this family? Or why did I choose to be with this family? Or why, even in my adult years, did I choose to stick it out? Like, why was I trying to heal something that was almost unhealable here? It just wasn't going to happen. And because of that, it was like asking yourself these deeper questions has given you insight to who you are and the way that you show up. And I feel like through that, you're actually seeing that you're a really lucky person. Even though maybe you've had a lot of ups, a lot of downs, but I feel like all in all, you're an extremely lucky person. And you do have a ton of growth that happens around you all the time. And you have a ton of blessings. But I feel like the thing is that the one thing that you wanted, it's almost like I would give up all those blessings if this person would just love me, or if these people would just love me the way that I was supposed to be loved. And it's like Source is trying to show you, but you're such a blessed person that they're here to teach you such a deep lesson about yourself. And so it's almost like the scales have turned where it's like now you're in this place of seeing like, okay, like they're not very lucky. They're not very blessed. They have also a lot of problems that they deal with, but they also don't have the good luck that you have that's coming in. I don't know why we're focusing on good luck here, but that's what it feels like. It does feel like you're seeing a very lucky aspect to your life here that has to do with your emotional well-being as well. Like the more you feel good about yourself, the luckier you are. The more you feel good about where you're at, the more things work out for you. And so when you're not focusing on these hardships when it comes with these people, You see how you're able to manifest very clearly. You see how you're able to find balance in your life, but there's still always, it feels like the inner child here still wants that recognition. It's almost like, you know, when you were a little girl, a little boy, or a little child. It was like when you were a little child here, is like that little child within you is like, but I deserve that. I want that. I need that. And it's like you still have that little child voice that from time to time. And so there's this deep longing that's being shown here. And it's like this energy of, I'm ready to have that. But it's like, I guess I'll never experience that with the one person that I thought. And so they're saying here that it's important for you to give that love and recognition to your own inner child. Be that support system for your inner child. And this sounds so strange because we don't talk about these situations the way that we really should. But it's like, if your inner child is longing for that love, can you imagine yourself as that child? And give yourself a big hug and start saying all the things that you imagine that your parents would, or that your caregivers would, or that the people you really admired in your life would. Can you tell yourself those things? Because it's that will help you heal so deeply. And that's where we're connecting with that deep subconscious part of ourselves, which is where when we get into that deep subconscious healing, which also comes with Scorpio energy as well, we really begin to alter our whole perception on the life around us. Yeah, reclaiming your power is so important here. Because when you're hoping that someone's going to fill that role and they're not ever going to fill that role, like you're giving your power away to them. But here you're giving away the most precious piece of yourself when you're wishing for it to be that person. And look, I get it. I've been in this situation. I feel like everybody's been in this situation. So I just know, I understand from my own personal experience what this is. And even from time to time, even now, even after healing my inner child, working with my inner child, giving that love and that admiration and guidance to my inner child, even now, my inner child still comes back because there's still that pining for your parent or for your caretaker or for someone that you truly admire in your life to fill that role, but they're just never going to be able to step into that role. And so it's difficult because it's like there's still always going to be that longing because there's that grief that comes with it. But there's this need to focus right now deeply on you healing your inner child. For when you focus on healing your inner child, you get to bring balance and peace back into your life, right? And that's where we're going for here. They want both of those. Okay, we'll go with it. Yeah, like we have Scorpio energy here, karma, transformation, karma, facing fears, and leaving legacies. Yeah, so you're definitely transforming something here. Okay, and I feel like I just want to get some of these. Oh, and they want me to get one of these. So we're going to look at the shadow aspect. I'm really glad I got these cards because these are great for looking at shadow aspects and situations. Okay, thank you. Many flames. It can take many tries to find the right one. Take a break when you need to, but don't give up. Yeah, so there's like many times, like sometimes we have to keep going back and back again and healing again. Okay, so I guess they don't want those, but we will get an angel message here. And let's look into it. All right. Have some of you lost a pet recently? I only ask because Yvonne came out, says you have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by angels. So it's like, for some of you, it's just like you can only bond with the pets that you have. For others of you, you recently lost a pet or you lost a pet some time ago, and that's just like that bond has never come back. And so it's just saying here, it's like you will get that bond again. Plus, the pet that's in heaven has never left you. They're still by your side, okay? So let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, there's definitely a fear here to collaborate with others. Okay, I feel like that's why this came out. It's time to collaborate with the number one and ant coming through here. And then we have hyena and fear. But there's this saying, like, don't be afraid to let yourself be vulnerable here because that will help you move into this place of prosperity and creation and wealth. And that's good for you, right? You spent so much time defending yourself. But here we have, it's like moving forward now is what you need to focus on. You don't need to defend yourself. You don't need to explain yourself here. You just need to move forward. Look, we have the moon again, satisfying emotional needs, nurturing self and others. I feel like here the main focus is nurturing yourself. The need to nurture self, the moon. It's so imperative that you nurture yourself here. The shadow aspect, we have crumbling. What you've built feels like it's falling apart. It's okay. You have the strength to build anew. And this makes so much sense, because if this is like a parent connection, it's like, you know, I feel like many of you have gone out of your way to try to make this be a relationship that can be relied upon and that's whole. You know, and the flame went out just a few minutes ago, or a few seconds ago, and it's like that energy, and that's what it feels like. It just keeps getting blown out. Like something else happens and it just keeps getting knocked down. And they're saying here that it's important for you to focus on what you want in this lifetime and not focus on what is lost and what cannot build. You know, you cannot convince somebody to see you. And as sad as that is, it's like you have to see yourself, and then those that are meant to see you will. And then we have Francesca. What do you really desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. So I do feel like you're in the process of manifesting some kind of dream here. But it's like in the hopes of maybe being able to show these people or this person that I'm capable of doing this. And they're saying that even if you are successful, you could become a billionaire overnight, and this person would still find something wrong with you because they don't love themselves. They don't have it within them to love you, especially even if you were successful. Like, I feel like this person would do anything to take advantage of you in that situation. And so they're saying here, learn to give yourself, to wear your heart on your sleeve, but not from a place of fear, but from a place of trusting that you know who you are. You've defended yourself more than enough in this lifetime, and it's time to stop defending your actions, your motives, your desires, your wants, your dreams. You don't have to defend that. You just have to move on. And that's such a much more peaceful place to be. Although it is more difficult, it is a much more peaceful place to be at, okay? You're doing an amazing job. Give yourself some credit here, okay? Keep celebrating yourself and reminding yourself that you are worthy of the love that you desire. And even if it's not those that were meant to give it to you in this life, you have people who are waiting for you to become who you're meant to be and to walk away from those that aren't serving you in this journey so that you guys can meet up along the way, okay? If you feel like this is your reading, leave a little moon emoji down below and say, I'm learning how to nurture my soul and my inner child. So you let Source know that you're bringing in this higher vibrational energy. Leave me a thumbs up, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second, though, to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides for coming together to give us this message. And until next time, stay human. Bye.